Hey guys, welcome to Venice, California. You can tell we're in California because I look so great in the sun. I'm just joking. But it is beautiful. Actually, before we talk, just look at how cool California is through the trees there. You don't get that type of lighting anywhere else in the world. Anyway, we're not talking about California. We're talking about Rivian. And this is a really cool story. I'm excited to share this. So we recently just had the opportunity to visit Rivian's first mile drive, which is for reservation holders to experience the trucks. And, we just happened to kind of just show up and be like, hey, can we play around with this stuff? And they were super accommodating and said, yeah, film whatever you want. So we filmed the entire first mile experience. Then I got to drive one and I filmed that experience. And is it all the testing I want to do? No, I can't wait to spend more time with the truck, but I'm super grateful that we got to literally drive the vehicle. I got to do some of my tests, my low speed stuff, and yeah, just really fun. So check that video out. It's already on this channel. And it seems like you guys are enjoying it. Now we're experiencing the next bit of Rivian. So a couple days ago, we drove down from Sonoma Raceway down here to Los Angeles. We're in Venice, California right now, here for the LA Auto Show, of course. And coincidentally, Rivian said, hey, we just opened up Rivian Hub Venice, internally known as Hub 1, and said, come experience it. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but let's go. So I've learned a little bit, but I want to take you on a full tour of Rivian's Hub, talk about some of their future plans of what they want to do with their future hubs. It's gonna be a long-ish video, but it's so cool. My mind is blown. I can't wait to share it with you. One of the things that I'm slowly learning about Rivian, sort of being at these events the last few days, are, the employees at the company are enthusiasts of many different things, some of them cars and motorcycles. Key point, check out that R1200 GS right there, and the best color scheme with tasteful upgrades. And yeah, he works here. It's like awesome just to see cool enthusiasts. Then you walk in, and before I start taking you on a tour, let me explain a little bit about what the hub is. So join me for a little walk down this way. You can take a look at, dog water bowls, plants, things. By the way, these are all sustainably grown, locally grown, like vegetable gardens, eating gardens. Like you can pretty much survive off of all of the things here, which is really cool. But this is a hub that is so unlike what any other automaker has done ever. Seriously, this is purely open to the public. Rivian came in, said, this is the space we want in the community in Venice. We want everyone to come here, regardless if they're interested in the trucks, regardless if they have a reservation in. Of course, they'd love to meet you if you have a reservation, I'm sure. I don't know, maybe not. What do I know? But I gotta say, it's so neat that literally this is a part of the community now. So Venice has gained a community space. You can come here, they have super fast internet. You can take a seat, there's a coffee bar, and this is your place to enjoy. Now, from like a business standpoint, I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't seem like a profitable business model. I think really where the idea came from was how do you get people into the Rivian mindset, sort of without just like totally advertising and jamming sales down throats. And to me, this is probably the best and most creative solution I've ever seen to automotive advertising ever, because it's also very genuine. People do want to hang out and meet you and cool, which is neat. So let's talk about how that's really done. When you come here, everything here is supposed to be, the mood, the environment gets you in the mood more or less, as the trucks would if you drive them around. So a lot of the material choices, the color palettes, it's all chosen to represent sort of what your ownership experience might be like. And by the way, here's the R1T. This particular one's maxed out adventure pack, off-road pack, the whole bit. You can see people inside learning about the vehicle. And yeah, just take a look. Like, there's things going on, and you got, bike rack on the roof, surfboard, because in Venice. Now, like I mentioned, this is Hub 1, this is Venice. This will be expanded in other places of the country, which is really neat. And where is next? I don't know. You tell me if you have one going in. I genuinely don't know where the next one is. But I have to say, I think it's such a great idea to have different hubs in different areas. So, for example, this hub is built into their own environment. When Rivian puts in a hub, they mention they don't change anything structural. They'll update, renovate, things like that to adapt, but they're not building anything. They buy existing structures that have maybe a significance of value in the community, and then build an experience center. Not even just an experience of the truck, but like, wait till you see some of the stuff here. For example, this behind me is a library, and in the library is purely that. It's meant for you to come and read and give the impression of like a home library. Now, Jordan, you're gonna have to tell me whose library this was, because I don't know.
The author of Fahrenheit 451.
The author of Fahrenheit 451 wrote his books here. That's who it is. I don't know his name. But it wasn't in this structure, it was a long time ago. But anyway, so they said, okay, this dude, famous author, lived here, a lot of sci-fi-esque novels. We will build, you know, a sort of a similar feel in the books, not even a bookstore, just a library. I'll explain a little bit about how it's all run. If you look over to our right, you'll see this building across the way. That was an old Con Edison power substation, more or less. And I guess the saying goes, at the substation, and this guy writing books over here may have led to some sci-fi stuff. Anyway, the types of books in here you'll see are totally varied. The idea of this place is for you to pick up a book and kind of put it away wherever you want. It's more meant to be like a home thing. So the book experience will change and rotate. Someone's got great taste, because take a look, we got some Porsche stuff here, which is just incredible. So, you know, anything from Ansel Adams books to national parks to, of course, I'm sure there's a Fahrenheit 452 in here. Is that the name of the book? 451. 451? Man, one higher. I wonder, 452 must really be good. Anyway, yeah, it's just super neat. So you can like go crazy. This is a zoom-free zone, by the way. 3 years ago, no one would know what that meant. Now, I think we all pretty much get it. Pretty neat just to see, you know, sort of this place. Again, the thing that blows me away is you can just come here and hang out. Like, it's open in Venice. Come. I want to hear, like, what is it like if you just come? So we're going to go back this way towards the market, which is pretty cool. So there are some like private offices and things. I mean, I think some of their corporate folks actually do work out of here. But then take a look at this. You have more artifacts, more cool things. And Rivian just launched their shop this week of accessories and things. So you can see right here, you can actually purchase some t-shirts. You know, the trucks, I mean, to be totally transparent, are sort of an aspirational vehicle. They're 67 grand before tax credits and all that stuff. It's an expensive thing for a lot of people. So maybe you could come here and buy, you know, a sweatshirt or a t-shirt and own a little bit of that Rivian excitement before you can actually jump into a truck. I love it. Now let's go use the restroom. I don't think I've ever said that on camera before because I kind of want to show you. Thankfully, no one's in there. I kind of want to show you a little bit of this. Jordan, maybe you and I shouldn't go in at the same time. Everyone's looking at us super weird out there, but I kind of want to show you. Look, baby changing station. And then this are pages of the book from Fahrenheit 451, right? That's what it is. And then Abel Macias, I think, did the tile work in here, which is pretty amazing. And yeah, pretty much they just wanted to sort of highlight and support the people that worked locally. Everything is just so well thought out, so really nicely done, I have to say. You can see more gear over here, for example. In one of my podcasts, I mentioned I have this water bottle. You all asked, where'd you get the water bottle? Now, here's where you can get the water bottle. Come to Venice. This is the speaker from the truck, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Camp
and
speaker.
You're like super
it.
into that. You love. Jordan's going to do a whole video review. It's going to be an hour-long, in-depth test, out of spec style, just on the Rivian speaker. But this is pretty cool. Also, this pottery here is made by Becky Chernoff. And she was an old Ford engineer who then decided to leave engineering to pursue pottery and ceramics. And now you can, I guess, buy her stuff here, which is pretty cool. Hats, books, more things to get you in the Rivian mood. This isn't even the half of it, so join me outside of this little area. We come back outside to the little courtyard. It really feels cozy in here. Like, if I came to Los Angeles for a couple days to work, which I actually do often because I come in, review a car, then I usually just sit in my hotel room to edit the video and upload. Now this is actually like selfishly a really great option where I could come here, work, hang out, meet some Rivian people interested in the trucks. I think that'd be kind of fun. Now we get to the sort of gardening section, which is pretty cool. And forgive me for not knowing anything about gardening, but you pretty much can, like I said, eat out of all of these things. But because I don't know anything about gardening, doesn't mean I can't learn about gardening, because inside of this room over here, we'll transition that way. I still want to show you stuff over there. Inside of this room over here, there's actually a workshop space. So if you come in this way, people can host workshops. Rivian will bring in experts in their field, teaching organizations, for example. They can clear these areas out. These tables are on wheels. And yeah, so they'll do workshops on like cooking exposés. I don't know. It's not necessarily related to the truck. Maybe you could do like how to charge and get your new Rivian across the country, or charge on the Adventure Network on trails. But everything here is just, you know, designed to, I guess, help and better your life in maybe Rivian's idea of bettering your life. I think it's pretty holistic, pretty nice. This is like your kids' play area. So this table's designed for arts and crafts and kids. This is now inside of the old Con Edison power station that's repurposed for this. I was wondering when this building was actually repurposed from, or I should say decommissioned from Con Ed to here. I don't know. We actually, when we did our first mile event tour, we saw something similar to this. I didn't know what it was, but Jordan, you knew what it was. And this essentially is a lot of the, I still don't know how to describe it.
Designer's artifacts.
Designer's artifacts
So
to get.
It's used to, I guess, establish the colors they went with for the trucks.
Right, so color trim options. These are some things that they used for inspiration. Yeah, we saw this exact unit.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah, super neat. I really love whatever. Yeah, see, I was just about to say, I love all this, and then it's my favorite color. Well, I can't get a launch green one. Got to find a wrap that's in the same color as launch green. Kind of want my Taycan in launch green. I want everything in launch green. Yeah, so there you have it. There's a coffee shop that closes, I think, at 3 p.m. You can see here more people learning about the trucks, experiencing the trucks, which is pretty cool. This one's got the bed on the back. They'll rotate different vehicles around from time to time. Hopefully they actually park some like totally dirty and muddy after adventures, like the Rebel Rally Rivian, for example. How cool would it be to have, you know, Emmy's truck parked right here that just like went to hell and back? That'd be so cool. And then over this way you have two Clipper Creek units, which is awesome. I just want to check, you know, charging stations, I got to go look at them. It says submit a work request if it's not working. That's neat. I've never seen a charger that's like, hey, if there's an issue, let us know. That's so cool. By the way, we've already done a lot of videos on the truck now. You guys have seen this in multiple videos. This one is forest green with the forest green interior. Good combination, actually. Very Colorado, I think. But for me, yeah, launch green's where it's at. What do you say I show you around the back side of the building? Then that's kind of a full tour of the hub, if you will. So let's jump over this way and see what's going on. So just walking through, we don't want to get in the way of other people here. So over this way, there's a sort of a walkway, a path, if you will, to the back side. The garden, yeah, and they actually have like a full-time gardener, right, Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he comes through and curates the space and makes things, you know, super nice and neat. You can see you can play cornhole back here. If you look up to your right, you'll actually see an old sail off of a ship that then has stitching in the shape of the map of Venice, is the idea. Not sure if anyone driving by would know that, but now that I know that, you know that, I guess. More people know it now. If you're watching this video, that's at least one more person that knows that. Take a look at these freaking wood chunks. Damn. Those things are meaty. That is so cool. And then, of course, it just kind of tapers into a palm tree. That is the shortest palm tree. Maybe it's not a palm tree I've ever seen there in the back. Overall, really cool idea, really cool execution. I think everything's done super nicely. And then, you know, I just had other questions for the team, more or less, like, you know, it's open to the public. Honestly, you can see this is Venice. You have people camping on the street everywhere. How do you sort of manage people for safety, for like don't overstay your welcome type thing? And they have a concierge service. Not sure who the concierge is for. Basically, kick someone out if they're not supposed to be here. But I think they're pretty lenient. They were like, no, just we want everyone to come and hang out. As long as they're not being disruptive, have them come. That's great. And I love that mentality. I love that everyone's welcome. I love that it's totally inclusive. I love the design. I really actually am real into the workshop idea. So like you can come here and learn new skills. If some of you who know me personally, I don't know how to do anything outside of maybe make a mediocre YouTube video, genuinely. Cooking, not good at it. Laundry, don't even start. I'll go buy I bought this shirt at Target the other day because I didn't have any clean shirts. I don't know how to do it. So maybe I could learn life skills by way of Rivian. How neat would that be? Anyway, we finish off here back in the courtyard, a quick tour of Hub 1, the Rivian Hub in Venice, California. Thank you guys for watching another Out of Spec Reviews video. Let us know if you like these things. I mean, look, part of our duty is to review the vehicle, but with a new company taking a new design on selling it, I think part of our duty is also to share the work that's going into that space, but also what you can expect as an enthusiast or an owner. And I don't think just for Rivian, but for all automakers. So let us know if you like this stuff. I really enjoy the experiential, showing one step deeper than just the car. And of course, I really like the trucks. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.